All right, we're going to take you through the initial setup for your calendar, your final project. Um, First thing we're doing, changing to 28 pages, making sure facing pages is checked. The page size is going to be letter half. So you want to pick letter half for your page size. Orientation needs to be landscape like this, and we want to change the margins to 1/4 inch. So 28 pages, facing pages, letter half for the paper type, orientation landscape, margins 1/4 inch. Once we're there, now you can see you have your 28 page document to scroll through. A useful window is going to be your pages palette that allows you to go through all of your different pages and create on each one individually if you need to. First page for us is going to be our front cover, so I'm just going to label these right now so that I know what's going to go where. It's not going to stay there when I'm done, but I just want to kind of label things so I don't get them confused. Then I'll bring that down here and here. This is just going to be my filler page. This isn't absolutely necessary, but it's just good to help remind you of what's going there. Title page here. And then once we get to the 4th page, this is where you're actually going to start throwing in your monthly grids and pictures. So this is January's pick. And the grid will go over on this side. So that's what we're going to talk about next, how to actually set those grids up. And rather than making a bunch of different grids for each month, we're going to make one on a master page and then apply it to all of these pages. So if you look on your pages palette, you have what's called a master page over here. And this allows you to make something on this master page and it gets applied to every page you've set that master to. Right now we have everything set to master A. We are going to make a new master that's just called grid. It's going to be one page, just like this, grid, one page. Now you have a new master, and I can make a grid or a table on this page. So I'm going to click, make sure I'm on that page itself. I'm going to do a couple neat little tricks. First thing I'm going to do is type in my days of the week. So I'm going to do Wednesday. I want to make sure that this type is how I want it to look when I'm ready to start creating my calendar. So you want to make sure that you take the time to pick the font that you want to use and get everything set to your preference. Nice little feature here. I know there's going to be 7 of these across the top. I have 8 inches to work with, so I can actually put in a math equation here, 8 divided by 7, and it figures out for me that I need my width to be 1.429. I start with Wednesday because I know that's the longest day as far as number of letters it goes. So if I can fit Wednesday in the text box, I know the rest will fit. I'm going to use this nice little step and repeat option. And this allows me to repeat the number of copies I want. So I want to put this distance the same size as the box, which is 1.1429. I'm going to make 6 more of these so they copy straight across. Good. So now I'm going to change my days of the week. Oops, let's caps that. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, so I have my days of the week up top. Next, I'm going to put my table in, which is going to be my grid. You do that with the text tool. Basically, you do everything for tables with your text tool, so you're going to use that a lot for your tables here. So I made the text box a little bit smaller than where my days of the weekends. I want to use as much space as possible, though. So I got a blinking cursor inside here. Now I'm going to go insert a table, all your table options right here. And I'm going to do 5 rows, 7 columns. Boom, there's my table. I'm going to stretch it out so I can put in my grids here. For right now, I'm just going to put in some blank numbers. I'm going to do zeros, and I can tab through these numbers to get to each cell. Okay. What you're going to want to do is before you start changing your months, you're going to want to get a style set. So you can make a lot of adjustments here with your tables, right align, left align, top align, center align, bottom align. You want to pick out your font that you're going to go with. I'm going to use the same font I used up top, which was Futura, but go with a little bit bigger size in it. Obviously, these numbers will get changed, but you just put a number there in place just so you can see what it's going to look like. Other people choose to do things like color, let's say, the weekends, or just put different fill shades on different days if you choose to do so. Not a requirement, but adds a little bit of touch to the design itself. So I did 15 tints of gray for the weekends. Good, my grid looks pretty much how I want it to look here. Oops, somehow I got rid of the 0. And now I'm ready to start applying this to my other pages. So you'll see I have all of these pages to choose from here. I am going to pick out which page I want to apply this to, and I'm going to take right here on my master page and drag this into the pages I want to apply it to. So 5 through 27 are the pages I'm going to be applying this master page to. And now you'll see when you go to your document that all of these pages will now have the grid on there. The nice thing about this is I don't have to make this grid or table 12 times. I can just make a master page. Now if you make changes on here too, it'll be applied to these pages. So now if I go to my pages and zoom out, you'll see these pages have been applied to all of those different pages that need them. This will be January, February, March, April, and you'll just go through and start changing these dates. That's the next video.